Hello everyone and welcome to another Maths tutorial video. Now I'll be discussing Form 5 Additional Mathematics Chapter 5 Probability Distributions Long Question Example 4. Okay, before that, please like this video to show your support and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming mathematics tutorial videos in the future. Okay, let me read the question now. The masses of school bags of primary school students follow a normal distribution with a mean of 15 kg and a standard deviation of 3 kg. Okay, let me read the question part A. Find the probability that the mass of a school bag chosen at random will be less than 19 kg. For the question part B, if 30 out of 150 school bags have masses of more than m kg, find the value of m. So this is the overall question. So I hope that you will attempt this question in the future. If you could manage to solve this question, a big thumbs up to you guys. But if you can't solve this question, no worries. I'm going to show you the step-by-step working and the solutions. So without further delay, let us start to solve the question. Let us begin our discussion for the question part A, where they ask us to find the probability that the mass of a school bag chosen at random will be less than 19 kg. Okay, let us start. Okay, whenever you see a question that it requires you to find the probability within a normal distribution, so the first step what you need to do is you need to identify the mean and the standard deviation. So in this case, the mean is 15 kg and the standard deviation is 3 kg. So let us write it down over here. Okay, mean. Okay, also you can write mu is equals to 15 kg. Okay, and then continue with standard deviation. Or you can also write sigma is equals to 3 kg. Okay, this is a must, guys. So these two information. Okay, let us continue for the next step. So for the next step, what we need to do is we need to calculate the z-score based on the given x value or x values. Okay, sometime in a question you can get more than one x value, but in this case you only have one x value. Okay, your x is equals to 19 kg. Okay, so to find the z-score, you need to use this formula where x minus with mu you divide with sigma. Okay, let me underline the fraction and box the formula. So let us calculate the z score. So from here z will be equals to 19 minus 15. Okay, and then you divide with 3. Okay, so you calculate, you should get z approximately 1.33333 and so on and so on, but then you take up to 3 decimal place only. Okay, where z is equals to 1.333. Why up to 3 decimal place? Because in your z table the values can only be obtained up to 3 decimal places. Okay, so I hope you are clear about this. So let me underline the z-score over here. Okay, so this is the second step, guys, by obtaining the z-score. So once you obtain the z-score, so the next step what we can do is now we can sketch the bell curve. By the way, I've already completed the bell curve for you, so let me show you the bell curve now. Okay, so please wait. Okay, so this is the bell curve that I've already sketched for you. Okay, since in the question they ask us to find the probability that the mass of a school bag chosen at random will be less than 19 kg. Okay, where we have already converted this 19 kg in terms of the z-score. So you need to shade in the left side of the region, not the right side of the region. Okay, since it is less than. Okay, I hope you guys are clear about this. Okay, so from here, once you get the bell curve, now you can proceed to solve the question. Okay, so from here we are required to find the probability of the z-score where it is less than 1.333. Okay, So in order to find the probability of Z less than 1.333, so remember guys, the total area under the bell curve is actually 1. Okay, so 1 you can minus with the probability of Z more than 1.333. Okay, in this case it's the right side region of 1.333. Okay, that is the only way you can do in order to calculate this probability. Okay, you can't just simply calculate this value into the Z table. Okay, so from here 1 you minus with probability of Z score where it is more than 1.333. okay, so once you convert this, okay, then so the next step what you do, so you make this into the upper trail value, okay, where it is equals to 1 minus Q in the bracket 1.333, okay, close bracket. So from here I hope you guys are clear about this. Okay, let us open the Z table now. Okay, so this is the Z table. Okay, let us look for the value 1.333. okay, as you can see, so this is the 1.3, so let me circle this. Okay, so 1.33, so this is the second decimal place. Okay, so when you intersect this, okay, let me drag it over here. Okay, so you get 0.0918, so you circle this. Okay, but then remember guys, you still have to find the third decimal place, which is 1.33 and another 3 over here. Okay, so this is the another 3. Okay, so you pull this down. Okay, pull this down, make sure it is aligned with the 1.3, guys. Okay, okay, align. Okay, as you can see here, you get the 5 here. So this 5, okay, what you can do is you need to subtract from the final digit of this value. Okay, since the final digit is 8, so the 8 you minus with 5. So from here the probability of 1.333, okay, will be equals to 0.0918. I mean the value of Z score, guys. Okay, so from here you get the value of Z score is equal to 0.0913. okay, so let me close the Z table now. So from here the value of the upper trail 1.333 is 1 minus 0.0913. okay, so 1 minus 0.0913, you should get the value is equals to 0.9087. okay, so this is your final answer, guys. Okay, so let me underline the solution for the question part A. Let us move to the question part B now. Question part B is slightly different because usually when you are handling a normal distribution question, okay, you will find mean, standard deviation, and then you need to find the X value and you calculate the Z value, and from there you come up with a bell curve, and finally you calculate the probability. But this question is in the reverse direction, guys. Okay, because your first step will be calculating the probability, and then you need to sketch the bell curve, and from there you need to identify the Z score, and finally you need to calculate the X value. Okay, in this case the X value is mkg. So you need to be careful, guys, when you're handling this type of question. Okay, still not understand? Okay, no worries, I'm going to do the step-by-step working now. So let us begin our discussion. Okay, so the first step what we need to do is we need to calculate the probability. Okay, to calculate the probability of a specific event, okay, let's say for example event A will be equals to number of possible outcome of event A, and then you divide with the total number of sample space. Okay, so this is the very basic formula to calculate a probability, guys. Okay, so let me underline the fraction and box the formula. Okay, so from here we're going to address this event as event K. So from here probability K will be equals to 30 you divide with 150. Okay, 30 you divide with 150. Okay, so you calculate this. So from here you should get probability of K is equals to 0.2. Since we are dealing with a normal distribution, okay, this probability K we're going to modify it into probability in a bracket Z more than K. Okay, so there is a difference over here. Okay, and then equal to 0.2. So this will be your second step, guys. Okay, so from here I hope you guys are clear. Probability Z more than K equals to 0.2. Z more than K equals to 0.2. So whenever I read these two statements, you guys should have idea on where your bell curve should be shaded at. Okay, so in this case you can guess that your bell curve will be shaded towards the right hand side. Okay, so let me show you the diagram of the bell curve now. Okay, so this is how your bell curve should looks like. Okay, so I hope you slowly get the idea behind this. Okay, since we are moving in the reverse direction now. Okay, so first step you find the probability. Okay, and then you sketch a bell curve accordingly. Okay, so this is your K value, okay, which in terms of the Z score, and this is your probability value. Okay, in this case is 0.2. Okay, so usually what we will do is we will identify the Z value. Okay, this Z value under here will have some values, and what we will do is we will use that Z value and calculate the probability. But then in this question we already know the probability, but then now we need to find the Z value. Okay, it's the other way around. So how are you going to do that? Okay, let me open the Z table now and show it to you the step by step working. Okay, so let me open the Z table now. Let me erase this. Okay, please wait for a minute. Okay, so from here within this table over here, try to look for the value which is closest to 0.2. Okay, closest to 0.2, guys. As you hover over here, this is the value which is closest to 0.2. As you can see here, this value is actually 0.2005. Okay, so you need to see which value of Z is corresponding to 0.2005. Okay, in this case you can see it is actually 0.84. Okay, but then we don't want 0.2005, we want exactly 0.2. So how to eliminate this 5? Okay, so this 5 need to subtract out. So take a look of the values over here. Okay, so you get to see a 5 over here, so you circle this 5. Okay, so this 5 correspond to which value? Okay, you pull up over here, so this is will be your third decimal value. Okay, so from here we know that our Z value will be equals to 0.842. So this is how you calculate the Z value, guys. Okay, given that the probability of a specific number. Okay, so from here let me close the Z table and continue our discussion. So from the Z table, okay, we know that K is actually equals to 0.842. Let me write this properly. 0.842. Okay, but this is not the final answer, guys. We only find the Z score, but we need to find the final X value. In this case, the X value is in terms of kg. Okay, so from here let us calculate the X value. So since they ask us to find the X value in terms of the M variable here, so we just follow the question. Okay, so from here we use the formula Z is equals to X minus mu divide with sigma. Okay, the reason why I'm writing this formula many times so that you will remember, guys. Okay, let me box this. Okay, so the Z value is given here, 0.842. Okay, so the X value is actually m kg. okay, and then you minus with the mean 15 kg, okay, and then you divide the standard deviation 3 kg, okay. So you divide this, okay. So from here you calculate 0.842, you times with 3, so from here you get 0.526 is equals to m minus 15. So to find the m, what you do, so this negative 15 you move it to the left hand side. So from there 15 plus with 2.526, so from here you should get your m value is equals to 17.526 kg. Okay, make sure you include the unit, guys, otherwise your marks will get deducted. Okay, so from here you should get your m is equals to 17.526 kg. So this will be your answer for the question part B. Okay, let me underline the solution for the question part B. Okay, so that is all for the step-by-step working and solution for this question. I hope you understand the full working that I've shown to you. If you like this video, please give your thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more upcoming mathematics tutorial videos in the future, and not to forget to share this video. Any comments, feedbacks or questions, feel free to put down in the comment section. Thank you everyone for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.